Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Dershis and I speak about global issues. My main intention of this channel is to provide information related to our environment and how to conserve natural resources. In my previous presentation, I spoke about mainly what is climate change. It was related to global warming. Now this is relation to. In this one, I'm going to speak about deforestation, which is also a major issue in our planet. Let's look up ahead with deforestation. Introduction. What is deforestation? Deforestation, clear cutting of clearing, is the removal of a forest or stand of trees from land which is then converted to a non-forest use. Deforestation can involve conversion of forest land to farms, ranches, or urban use. The most concentrated deforestation occurs in tropical rainforests. Forests cover more than 30% of the Earth's land surface, according to the World Wildlife Fund. These forested areas can provide food, medicine, and fuel for more than 1 billion people. Worldwide, forests provide 13.4 million people with jobs in the forest sector, and another 41 million people have jobs related to forests. Now, this was the statistics. Forests are a resource, but they are also large undeveloped swaths of land that can be converted for purposes such as agriculture and grazing. In North America, about half the forests in the eastern part of the continent were cut down for timber and farming between the 1600s and late 1800s. Today, most deforestation is happening in the tropics. Areas that were inaccessible in the past are now within reach as new roads are constructed through the dense forest. Now this was world scenario. The World Bank estimates that about 3.9 million square miles, 10 million square kilometers of forests have been lost since the beginning of the 28th century. In the past 25 years, forests shrank by 502,000 square miles, 1.3 million square kilometers, an area bigger than the size of South Africa. In 2018, The Guardian reported that every second a chunk of forest equivalent to the size of a soccer field is lost. That's a huge amount. In 2019, the number of human-lit fires in Brazil skyrocketed. As of August 2019, more than 80,000 fires burned in the Amazon, an increase of almost 80% from 2018, National Geographic reported. Many forests are cleared to make way for palm oil plantations. According to a report published by Geon Market Research, the global palm oil market was valued at $65.73, which was in billions in 2015 and is expected to reach $92.84 billion in 2021. The World Bank estimates that about 3.9 million square miles, 10 million square kilometers of forests have been lost since the beginning of the 28th century. Now, causes. Agriculture is the #1 cause of deforestation. 80%, according to the FAO, agriculture causes around 80% of deforestation. Commercial or industrial agriculture, field crops and livestock cause around 40% of forest loss in the search for space to grow food, fibers, or biofuel, such as soybeans, palm oil, beef, rice, maize, cotton, and sugarcane. Deforestation caused by new constructions, 15%. The construction of human infrastructures has also been driving deforestation. More specifically, 10% of deforestation can be attributed the new infrastructures that serve the current human lifestyle in four main ways: transportation, transformation, and energy generation. Urbanization, the population shift that is leading people to move from rural areas to urban areas, is also contributing to deforestation, 5% according to FAO. This urban growth, in which 68% of the rural population is expected to live in cities by 2050, is leading to an exponential growth of housing and consumption sites. Effects of deforestation. Forests can be found from the tropics of high latitude areas. They are home to 80% of terrestrial biodiversity, containing a wide array of trees, plants, animals, and microbes, according to the World Bank, an international financial institution. Some places are especially diverse. The tropical forests of New Guinea, for example, contain more than 6% of the world's species of plants and animals. Forests provide more than a home for a diverse collection of living things. They are also an important resource for many around the world. In countries like Uganda, people rely on trees for firewood and timber and charcoal. Over the past 25 years, Uganda has lost 63% of its forest cover. Researchers reported families and children, primarily girls, to collect firewood, and kids have to trek farther and further to get to the trees. Collecting enough wood often takes all day, so the children miss school. Effects of deforestation continues. Trees also absorb carbon dioxide, mitigating greenhouse gas emissions produced by human activity as climate change continues. Trees play an important role in carbon sequestration, of the capture and storage of excess carbon dioxide. Tropical trees alone are estimated to provide about 23% of the climate mitigation that's needed to offset climate change, according to the World Resources Institute, a non-profit global research institute. Deforestation not only removes vegetation that is important for removing carbon dioxide from the air, but the act of clearing the forest also produces greenhouse gas emissions. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations says that deforestation is the second leading cause of climate change. The first is burning of fossil fuels. In fact, deforestation accounts for nearly 20% of greenhouse gas emissions. According to a 2018 FAO report, 3/4 of the Earth's fresh water comes from forested watersheds, and the loss of trees can affect water quality. The UN's 2018 State of the World's Forest report found that over half the global population relies on forested watersheds for the drinking water as well as water used for agriculture and industry. A 2019 study published in the journal Ecohydrology showed that parts of the Amazon rainforest that were converted to agricultural land had higher soil and air temperatures, which can exacerbate drought conditions. In comparison, forested land had rates of evapotranspiration that were about 3 times higher, adding more water vapor to the air. And these were some of the reports on deforestation. Now, what are the deforestation solutions? Developing alternatives to deforestation can help decrease the need for tree clearing. For example, the desire to expand the amount of land used for agriculture is an attractive reason to deforest an area, but if people adopted sustainable farming practices or employed new farming technologies and crops, the need for more land might be diminished, according to the UN's Sustainable Forest Management Toolbox. Forests can also be restored, though, through replanting trees in cleared areas or simply allowing the forest ecosystem to regenerate over time. The goal of restoration is to return the forest to its original state before it was cleared, according to the U.S. Forest Service. The sooner a cleared area is reforested, the quicker the ecosystem can start to repair itself. Afterward, wildlife will return, water systems will reestablish, carbon will be sequestrated, and soils will be replenished. Everyone can do their part to curb deforestation. Everyone can lend a hand to the betterment of our planet. We can buy certified wood products, go paperless whenever possible, limit our consumption of products that use palm oil, and plant a tree when possible. Nowadays, technology has evolved so much that we do not need paper so much, so use as much less paper you can. So thank you very much for viewing my presentation. I hope you get some info about deforestation, and this was all a relation video. So thank you very much, and let's stay united.